Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the song The Blossoming Beelzebub by Darian Gray. So I recently listened to Diabolos by Darian Gray, and man, that one blew me away. I love the heaviness of it. The style was so sweet. I mean, it was just an awesome, awesome song. Real heavy. Loved it. And I really didn't like Darian Gray the first time I heard them. I think the first song I heard from them was Venushka, and I wasn't into it. But man, Diabolos blew me away, and so I'm really excited to hear this one, The Blossoming Beelzebub, from the same album I think as Diabolos was. So this does come as a request. As always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get to it. I do take every single request that I see that comes across my comment section, which is probably very foolish because I do get so many that it does take a while to get through all of them. So just be patient if you've made a request. I promise I will get to it. But for now, let's listen. This is the blossoming Beelzebub, Darian Gray. All right. Oh, that was weird. Uh, that one was a little bit hard to get through for me. Duran Gray has been like a roller coaster for me. Started with Venushka, wasn't really feeling it. Diabolos took us to new highs, and then Blossoming Beelzebub. I wasn't feeling this one, guys. I'll be honest with you. And I think it was partially just the style. To me, this one was so much. I was hoping for after Diabolos to get like a much faster paced heaviness to it. But for this one, it was definitely a lot more sludgy, and it really kind of trudged on. To me, it was just exhausting to get through, especially at 7.5 minutes, which isn't even that long for a song. Still felt like it took forever to get through. I was just like, come on, get on with it, because to me, it was just too repetitive. Even when they did throw in some little piano parts and stuff there, it wasn't what I was really looking forward to. But still, as always, let's break it down. Let's talk about each part. Let's start with the lyrics. So, looking at the lyrics here, I do have an English translation that I hope is fairly accurate. A soft scent still lingers, scorched words are stuck in my ears, and just about everything. So I made up my mind. The clouds I don't see today either have slain the full moon at the table. I'm always alone. Spoon and fork lined up, napkin hung from my neck in a white plate, already completely cooled soup. With my heart beating in silence from the neighboring house, I hear faint noises. Abandoning myself to lethargy, I sprawl on the floor, and the world I see sideways is unexpectedly new, and I extend towards the ground. For the first time I became one. Today I want to fall asleep like this. When will this stirring grain of rice grow wings? Twisting my hands backward, I feel around. Why is it that I can't fly? I'm searching for myself. Can't anyone tell me anything? Why? Sounds like the guy sitting down for dinner. Something weird happening around him. He talks about his meal turning into a fly. I wonder if what he thinks is like soup is like a bug or something. I don't know. Maybe what he thinks is rice is like a maggot that's going to turn into a fly. That'd be disgusting. But they kind of do look like white rice if you don't look too closely and if they're not moving. Where was I? When will this stirring grain of rice grow wings? Yeah, there you go. I think I might have it correct. Twisting my hands backward, I feel around. Why is it that I can't fly? I'm searching for myself. Can't anyone tell me anything? Why? You who are increasing in scatters, I find a silver knife I've been searching for beneath the sofa. Once again, sit on the chair and bring meat to my mouth. Stuffing my mouth with rice that's supposed to taste good, I search for wings. Interesting. First, Beelzebub is popularly crowned with the title Lord of the Flies. Oh, cool. That's how I guess it ties back to the name of the song. That's pretty neat. Lyrically it's interesting. I will say, if there's anything that holds up, I think it's the lyrics. I said the same thing, I think, for Diabolosis. They have just a very epic and very almost poetic way of writing that really catches my attention. And I'm sure some of it gets lost in translation. But for me, I think it just... when I read the English translations that people have out there, it does make the writing just sound so fantastical and cool and awesome. And so lyrically, I got to give these guys 2 thumbs up. I can't hate. I think it was great. Very interesting concept, and definitely metal in its lyricism, which I think is cool. I think where I had the most problem though is just in the instrumentation. I mean, I enjoyed the heaviness of it. I've said before, time and again, I like heavy music a lot. But for this one, it was just, to me, it was just such a slog to get through. To me, it was just too slow and sludgy and trudging along, and I could not really get into the groove. I was kind of bobbing my head here and there, but it was forced. It wasn't very appealing to me. I think if there's anything that really impressed me about the song, it was actually the singer's voice. I'm not sure if he does all the singing, because at the beginning he was hitting these really high notes that was really impressive, and then he comes in with a bit more of a rock and roll style voice, I think, and then at the end he's straight up screaming, belting out heavy metal vocals there. So I think he really impressed me more than anything, especially if it's the same guy doing all 3 of those different voices there. But for me, there wasn't much else redeeming instrumental-wise. I would have loved maybe a guitar solo or just a more memorable riff or something to really keep me going. So for this one, I think the singer's voice saves a little bit. I'll give it 1 thumb up. As far as replay value goes, I've mentioned it before in Rammstein videos and other Durian Gray videos, is that, not speaking the language, it's hard for me to want to come back to a song when I don't understand what's being sung, because lyrics and vocals are so important to me as a music listener that if I can't understand what's being said, then it does detract from my enjoyment. And as always, that's not any sort of knock against the band. They sing in whatever language they sing in. It's more my fault for just only knowing one language. But still, that does take away from some of the replay value for me personally. And again, for this one, at least for like Diabolos, it had some guitar riffs and some heavy instrumentation that made me want to come back and listen to it again, regardless of not being able to understand the language. Whereas I feel like this one doesn't have anything for me instrumentally. The one thing I might come back for is the singer's voice again, just because I was so impressed by it. But so for me, this one really suffers in the replay value department. I give it 2 thumbs down. As a matter of fact, I don't really want to listen to this song again. And it's not like, oh man, I hate this song, I don't want to hear it again. It's more so just like I have no reason to. I feel like there's no reason for me to revisit this song. So overall, this one was a miss, I think. But I'd be happy to listen to some more Durian Gray and give them a second chance. Diabolos impressed me enough that I really want to see what else they can do still. So if you have any more requests from this band, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the music, definitely go support the artist. Go listen to the music wherever you can. I'll put this song in my Spotify playlist, so one place you can find them is there. It's in the description below. Go check them out. And if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.